Right here, here's a quick education lesson. So I got some little wounds here that I ain't gonna get into all of that, but pretty much you see how these are like condensed. To me, this is like the blood that dried up, right? I've been, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of running and first of all, your body is stars of water and shit like that. Shout out to Dole, the Pile Man. But yeah. And just like the mountains right over there, like the same shit, it's the same thing. And just like that, them clouds right there in the sky, that when it rains, for you to have ice cubes or some shit. So what I'm saying is like your body is, or at least mine is, like literally I'm like a condensed piece of water of the atmosphere environment that play out. And like the pus, or for example, like my body's trying to get rid of this pus or certain fluids that, you know, in that process of the, I guess the breaking down and then the rebuilding, or like that creation process of atmosphere, like rain, and then like the environment taking that, and then it's like layers and shit. It's like stages, but shit like that. You see how, like right here, this is like the sand. You know what I mean? It's like sand. It's like a beach right here. Yeah, you can peel back. Y'all gotta like observe y'all bodies, because it's like everything what we do internally plays out externally. It's pretty much what's going on. It's like we self-reflecting and self-projecting, but if you don't know that, you're gonna be backwards. So you gotta let your body. You can look at your body and learn everything about life. Your body is what filled with blood, filled with fluid, and shit like that. And then you popped out of your mama's butthole, your mama's ass at one point. It took a process, 9 months in the womb full of water and water sac fluids and stuff. It took a sperm and an egg cell to come together. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took some time for you to come to be, to condense. And I look at you like everybody's just like a more condensed, like a body of water for real. Like and then what you think land is, or earth, or a shape and a form. It took fire, water, and air. You know, fire was the imagination, the vision, the spark, the idea, the thought. You know, the man, the masculine, and the water, the nurture, the female qualities, the emotions, the feelings. The water, you know, not the periodic table stuff that we point to that people think is water, but no, like your internal natures and shit, the influences, feelings. Right? The thought and the feeling came together. Sex is the joining of two energies or multiple energies to create something new. You know what I mean? So like one of a kindness, and then you get air, you get that steam, you get that cloud, you get that mind, you get that surrounding, you get that circle, that circumference, that surrounding. Right? Yeah, so you got like fire, water, air, and then whatever, you know what I'm saying? That little alchemy process creates an earth, a shape, and a form. And then that's like your first mind, your awareness, your first light body. And then we just keep reduplicating that process. And then this is where you get shit like this, right? I'm just making a point like how the fluid part, you know what I mean? Which first was an idea that became bended in on itself, or had an interaction with I'm just making a point how it dried up to become something like a hard, there to be what? The flesh, or the skin, or the body. You know what I'm saying? So it's like layers. We're doing like a layering mechanism. And you always like constantly creating new bodies, new organisms, new organizations, new bodies. Nothing more than just like a body of water. So everybody like stars are water. And I look at myself, I got 5 points, and my body's filled with water. And I got different organs that need fluids that run off water and shit. my fatherly goal is to provide that, provide the proper ideas and directions. You know what I'm saying? So if you like look at it's like a stream. It was like flowing and shit. That's the water nature to flow. But then like it started to dry up and harden because it got hit with maybe some air. And it came into condensity. You know what I'm saying? And then the earth, which you could physically see has like a shape and a form. And you could see what idea and emotion and feeling you was, I guess, paying attention to or doing alchemy. So it's like all alchemy going on. Like, I'm just making a point how this looks very similar. Like I just made some mounds and shit, or like some type of volcano. Like, look. How that becomes the stiff shit. Like if you know how to pay attention and have common sense, this shit dried up, the fluids dried up and became what? A scab. Or a scabe. Or escape. Escape. Or if you into astrology, there's some called landscape. First of all, you got landscapes. And then you got what? Horoscopes. And what is the Horus? The light. The the light that bent it in on itself. The horoscope. So you can see the scape, or then the scope. The scape was like the idea, like the scape, kind of like a cape, but the scape, kind of like. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Your body does miraculous things when you know how to pay attention.